Dear subjects, I thank you for gathering here with me today for a little bit of the realm's story time. Yes, here we have brought to us by the scribes out of Obsidian a story. A story that I have tried not to spoil myself on and have therefore only looked at screenshots and realized it's medieval. Because that would ruin the fun, I imagine, with a game like this. Now, subjects, here we have the story. The story. Oh my god, that's much louder than I thought it was going to be. The story of Pentiment. Welcome. I'm going to see if I can turn the audio down more. I believe it's all subtitles and mostly storytelling, so I believe I won't need much to adjust with this game. So I'm just checking something on my phone real quick before we get started. All right. Now, let's begin. After I select new game. Da-da-da-da-da. Can I read good? Can read good? Yes, can read good. And we'll read for people who can't read good. Because this game, from what I do understand, is a lot of reading. Oh, am I reading all of this? Oh. Now get rid of this shit. This story is about me. Magic. From the lords of Xbox Game Studios and Obsidian Entertainment. Pentiment. I was like, as with most people, the look of this game really caught my eye. How it's all this based on old medieval art. I think it looks so cool. And anything else, like other than screenshots, the art, I've tried to keep myself totally in the dark about. Haven't watched any streams on this. Haven't watched anybody else play it. Because I'm thinking if I do like this first session with it, I might play it all the way through. Because I don't think it's a super long game. But we'll see. Josh Sawyer. Castling Bavaria. Holy Roman Empire. April 1518. An artist sleeps. Am I the artist? An artist's mind. We're in, baby. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. Up to the devil's work again, are you? Don't encourage him. Devotion... Socrates! Alright. Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind... I don't know what a Greek or Italian accent. The mind superlative to those of the body. Either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. And how did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I mean, it is the artist's dream, after all. You're insufferable. Alas, these Christian faith views desire less favorably than I did in my time. Oh? Perhaps this longing for you will instill in them a greater appreciation for beauty. Right, try telling that to the abbot next time, Andreas. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master awaits you. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met, hardly ideal. And it's supposed to be like Beatrice from Shakespeare? Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. Then you should definitely get... Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus. Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? Well, the small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Well, I can't always dream of this place, your majesty. Ah, of course. If you're not here tomorrow night, I pray you will be someplace as pleasant. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. X. Oh my god. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. God. I like this guy. I don't have a mouse. There's one guy just licking the boat at the bottom. And I gotta say, I think that guy's my favorite. Well, I never do. Oh god. Oh. Ow! At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. The fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to enjoy the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. Well, he's just trying to keep order in the abbey. I'm an outsider. Right, an outsider he brought in. If he wants your work, he has to deal with you as you are. I like the detail of the clouds. Or at least what they're representing as the wind. Ah! Would you please stop? Oh my god. I give up. Take me home, Grobian. As you wish, Andreas. Good morning, Ursula. Go, and, Time to get up. Oh, that was quick. The Baron, April 1518. Okay. A few more pages back to the Abbey. Let's look at my quests. Another day, another few pages for the Abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can work at the scriptorium. Alright. Andreas Meyer, 1518, Nuremberg. There's maps. Alright. Interesting. Is there going to be that much to explore? It's pretty cool. Brother Piero of Verona. Artist of Kearsarge Abbey. Known for his kindness and helpful nature, Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter, specializing in works of extraordinary color. He also got no neck, you know. Oh! Nuremberg. Free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, and city of arts, including printing. True, true, true. I should really clean this up. But I'm an artist, so fuck it. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptapomeron, Prince Ferenc. Keeps giving me all these books to read. I can just go back to bed. Nah, fuck it. An artist's work is never done, you know. And when it said Frank did that... Oh, it did! I was thinking if it would add him to my people tab. Prior Ferenc of Dex. Originally from Hungary, Ferenc is the prior of Kearsarge Abbey and is responsible for running the scriptorium, known for his interest in esoteric books. Garrett in the house. Oh, the page turning's cool. Ursula. And, no. Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Oh, Otto. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could could we... Oh god, is this happening now? This happening now? Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by... Oh, it corrected. That's cool. Raised by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. I'm not sure how to... yeah, no promises. I'm an artist. Of course, I understand. I hate to even ask of you. The taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it never... Oh, Peter works hard, but it never seems like it's enough. Saint Luke, bless you for helping us out. Speaking of Saint Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Well, slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the Divine Office that Prior Ferenc... I knew it would say... Oh, Divine Office allows me to work on my masterpiece. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing that. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. Oh, didn't let them correct. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after... Oh, dude, how much of a playboy do I want to make him? Nah, I'll make him a human being. Oh, a few missteps. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. It is. Family man. I owe it to my family to make something of my life. Oh! Oh, Walking Dead. Flashbacks. Oh god. They helped me even after I dropped out of university. I can't let them down. I'm sure you will make your family proud, Andreas. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching some such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. Well, it's hard to say until it's done. It's no way to think about it. I'm sure it will be a treasure when it's finished. Now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. I'm gonna have to read what that means. And not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Dulka invited me over for supper. Of course, please say hello to the Drakels for us. Of course. Till later, Clara. Alright, I have a little bit of reading to do after that. Okay, people. Oh god. Clara, second wife of Peter Gertner, mother of Ursula, known for her kindness and her concern for her husband's health. Klaus Drucker. Klaus Drucker is I actually don't know what that is. Is it Hastings? I think Hastings is it? The Hastings town printer, husband to his wife Marie, and father to Berthold. Although, god damn it, Hastings is an unusual place for a printing press. He does brisk trade with pilgrims and other travelers on the Imperial Road. Eva Gertner, daughter of Peter Gertner and his late wife Christine, she was largely raised by her brother and father. Alright. Otto Zimmerman, town carpenter and son of Otto, known for his dislike of the Abbey, especially Father Gertner. Peter Gertner, husband of Clara, father of Big Hjorth, Eva, and Ursula, known for his temper and his dislike of the Abbey and Leinhard Müller. Yeah, and that's gotta be pretty... It must be pretty bad when you're known for just your dislike of somebody. That doesn't bode well for who you are as a person. Fine office. The prayer times are observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns prayed together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of St. Benedict. Damn, St. Benedict. You strict. St. Luke. Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Okay. And Vespers. Monastic hour at dusk. One of the major prayer hours. It is followed by supper. I guess this is back in the days where people didn't have much to do other than pray. And I think I am gonna... What is that gonna do? Historical lettering? I thought I had that on. Oh! I see what they mean. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, it didn't make as much difference as I thought. I thought it would literally start translating over to full medieval speak. Like, enable medial characters and fonts. Oh, it's just the... Okay. Yeah, that can be on. I don't care about that. However... Oh god, can I not turn it off now? Uh-oh. Okay. I say, because I'm just gonna test it to see how it is. If it's really, like, makes that much of a difference. Well, I figured out what the town name is. It's Tassing. Well, that already made a difference. Nah, fuck it. I'm playing Pentiment. I'm going all in. Get rid of this easy font shit. Excuse me for one more. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't want to blow out your guys' ears with me blowing my nose. Alright, Ava. Hello, Andreas. Oh, that's all you got? Bitch, I ain't gonna put you in my masterpiece when that's all you got from me. Now, Clara. Can I go down? Oh, I just shout to him from the road. I see, because it kind of has to keep you, like, on this plane. Oh. Big George. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big George. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow and took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right, thank God for Sundays. It smells like a storm's coming now. Huh, just smells like fresh alpine air to me. Ah, you've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Vonderjahr before you came to Tassing? Oh, background. Okay. Well, affect your choices going forward. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. And for Dutch and French. Italian and a little Greek, and can reference cultural from Florence. I think I'm gonna want Italian and French. So from Basel. Over in Switzerland, Basel mostly. Swiss air must be different then. Spent enough time in the mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years. I don't think I have that long, Big George. Well, what'd you spend all that time in Switzerland doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Okay. A rapscallion. Ooh. Hedonist. Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all his time to art. Bookworm. Andreas spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. That's just... I imagine if that's it when you want to go full chaotic with this game. Businessman. Andreas devotes most of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. You see, in a game where I think I'm gonna play it all the way through, I have to pick somebody that I think I'll like, and I definitely won't like a hedonist. I imagine Rapscallion will just make me a bad person, and I don't want to necessarily do that. He's an artiste. Since all this non-working free time, finding and reading as many books as possible can. He is a true artiste. Other than art? Well, nothing. That's what I was there for. Art is the whole point, Big George. The craft. I don't... Oh. Sorry I asked. Oh god, what was that? I don't know if you guys saw that on stream, but that... clicking... I thought it was gonna crash. It chugged hard there. Alright. Anyways, off. George! Go! And Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. I'll see you later, Andres. Until later. Alright, let's see. Oh, Peter. Gold. Andreas. Oh, yes. Andreas. This weather's been blank awful. God awful. Town's gone to shit since my days. I'll be nice. Were things very different when you were young? Just beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our offering to Pechta, keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Oh, I can do that halfway through. Oh! Pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still involved by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. Like right in the middle. That's a really nice touch. And Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. Tell me, who is this Christ? Let's learn about the customs. What sort of old customs? The kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. Saints weren't the first to watch over tossing. My father knew that. Old Ranning Kemper knew that. Ranning Kemper, the late husband of Tilia. Okay. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. What do these traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Oh, how interesting. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Tell me, who's this god guy? Oh, it won't tell me. Oops. Oops, again? I meant this one. Ex Libris. Oh, it's... Okay, I'm building up my character. Andreas knows some Italian and French, can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Switzerland. So we're going to dedicate all his time to art. Perfect. Now fine. Big George, son of Peter Gertner and his late wife, Christine, called Big because he is the biggest man in town. Man, the imagination on people. Ill Peter Gertner, the elderly father of Peter Gertner. Ill Peter is perpetually on death's door, but continues to work the field in spite of it. He is the oldest man in town. Well, if it's all you know. Let's see, St. Moritz. St. Moritz is patron saint of Tassing. Legend states that he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. Kirsau shrine. Wandering years, during which a journeyman, artist, or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. We're gonna learn today. Peter. Andreas. Alright, good character. Hey Andreas, you say hello to the girls today? Ava and Clara. Will tell me both. Oh, it just shows their faces. Like, these ones. No, I mean the chickens, Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? Well, I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. And they witness greatest moments of glory and Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his greatest, darkest trials. Who's Jesus? I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with round here. Yeah, I'm gonna look out for my boy here. It's fine, I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andres. Until then. If I can talk to people twice, then Okay. God bless you. To the town commons. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Look at all these sheep. Look at all these chickens. Ender Smeed's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Hello, Andres. Hello, Andres. Can I go up here? Oh, I can't go. Okay. Didn't even pass. My god, this is a lot of sheep. What? Hetty. Hey, Andreas. Veronica. Hello, Andreas. Move. Move, sheep. Move. Do I have to swing around? No. Alright. Oh. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Ah, morning, Andreas. Excuse us, one of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Is there something I can bow to help? Like I said, I gotta be a good man here. Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh look, there's something going up at the Stonehour's place. That is something. That is something happening. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. Yeah, I don't know, Martin, but Lockie is giving him an earful. I'm guessing it's Jesus. Is it? Oh, okay, close. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johan pulled his pants down. I love the fingers, the pointing fingers. I don't know why it gets to me. Look, do me man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength beyond a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What on, Eddie? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get the sheep under control. Absolutely Australian accent that I'm doing there. Of course. See you later. Hey, help your aunt and cousin, alright? Hey shit, Andreas. Hey shit, Andreas. God damn it. I keep pressing the wrong thing for the book. People. Ooh, there was a lot of new people. Ender Schmidt. Passing town blacksmith. Enters works the town in center most days. Edwig Hetty Bauern. Wife of Johann Bauer. Mother of Veronica and Hans. Townsfolk like Hetty. But she is known for being loud and brash and for drinking too much, which makes her louder and even more brash. I guess it... does that work that it made her Australian? I don't know. Who is it? Lucky? Linhart Lucky Steinauer. Stonemason of Tassing. Husband of Agnes, father of Brigitte. Known for his great strength. Niklaus Haberly. Swabian servant of Lorenz Rothvogel. And Veronica Bauern, daughter of Johann and Hetty Bauer, sister of Hans, close friends with Brigitte Bauern. Getting that sweet lore, everybody. What? To the church and the droppers. The sheep will tell me where to go. What the fuck? Oh. Morning, Andres. How's it going? Good morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Oh, good to hear. Still coming by for supper tonight. Mary and Bert would love to see you. Aw. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Die Leisenspiegel. The titular character of a popular 15th century book, Till's prankster continuously exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He is also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. That is a trickster. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... adventure stories of questionable moral repute. Well, he doesn't mind those so much, actually. No? As long as they don't get too carnal. Oh, he's the printer. That's why I did the thing at the start. Oh, the little touches here I've really enjoyed so far. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Oh. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great, I'll tell Mary and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. I probably should have said maybe. I gotta stop making promises. God bless, Master Mailer. I hope your week is going well. Well, thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Oh, good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I do, but I've been working on sketches late at night, and... Andreas, this is about more than your success in this life. There is enough... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mailer, this is Lawrence, Barons of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Is it actually Worms? It is Worms. Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire, located on the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Diets? Now, good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors here are as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? Well, my wife and I are returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck. Okay, thank you. Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Innsbruck, capital of the Austrian county of Tyrol, a major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy and Bavaria. Bavaria, Jesus Christ. It is the closest major city to Kiersau Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485. I swear to God, I play Crusader Kings. I should know how to pronounce these things better. Venice. One of the most powerful republics on the Italian peninsula. Sitting on the northwest coast of the Adriatic Sea, Venice is a major center for commerce and art in southern Europe. It says I can zoom. I'm trying to zoom. Oh. Nice. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. An imperial diet is an assembly of the 3 colleges of the imperial states of the Holy Roman Empire. The prince electors, the princes and dukes, and the representatives of the imperial cities. Oh. You know, I didn't think it was going to be all about food, but this was the Middle Ages, and I thought food would also be important. But I guess diets weren't. They would just kind of eat what they could. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the Empire. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. This guy, I'm making this guy an art freak, so... who is the artist, my lord? Oh, I'm sure you know him. An older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the Emperor. Ah, Albrecht Dürer. Well known across the Empire and a legend in our mutual hometown. Ah, you are also from Nuremberg. Interesting. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kiersau. Or Kiersau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. Out of Kiersau before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and his love of books. Pour one out for our father. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Yeah, indeed. By good fortune, I recently came across a copy of I'm gonna need this. Historia Tassia, an account of the early history of Tassing. Kiersau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy Baron Rothvogel brought another to the Abbey as a gift. He was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. Oh, fixed. Okay. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might cause a bit of a scandal. Yes. But I must be off. There'll be time enough to discuss Tassing's path later. Or past later. This is the challenge. I'm not going to easy fun. I'm not a bitch. Alright. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Father Gernot. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see a manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. I won't let him know that. It is an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. A scriptorium, a room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they've disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. It's actually kind of surprising. Writing just ended? A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Whoops. That one was an accident. Well, of course, my lord. It would be an honor. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Oh, thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Oh, shit. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refute us? Excellent. We will see you then. Miklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mela. I'll meet you there. Well, at once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my fathers and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at... Just gonna make sure. Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities in the Empire and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379 as a center for humanist thought. Why did I pick a game all about reading? My flaws brought to the surface. Usually I can't read. I swear. Erfurt, wonderful, the same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. I know who he is, but... Priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the Church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the Empire. Yeah. He says things about the Church that should have been said years ago. Might get him in trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. No, he was a few years ahead of me. I mean... Yeah, still his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his... His list of 95 theses against the Church? A list of propositions against the Church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Oh, forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? All these nobles, they like to talk about themselves. You seem very well educated. Ha! No, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. Alright. This is our Bachelor of Arts lesson. First year. You could just read this and then you're good for the test. This is all I talked about in my first year of uni. Alright, Cicero, statesman, scholar, and lawyer of renowned order of the late Roman Republic. He is revered for both his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. Ficino. Marsilio Ficino was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translations of the works of Plato into Latin. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among northern humanists. He is known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls for reform within the Church. And Aristotle, Greek philosopher and student of Plato. Renowned as a polymath, he wrote on a variety of subjects. His work is extensively cited by current scholars, and even more work is attributed to him than he could have ever written. Huh. Also, when they say modern scholars, are they talking about now or like 15th century or 16th century now? However, I may have misjudged the Baron. He seems as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Huh? fuck? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but I didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Oh, okay. Theology. Andreas has a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Imperial law. Andreas knows the basics of the fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Medicine. Andreas is familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. I feel like this would be useful. I mean, this one would probably be the most useful, but if I've already said I agree with Martin Luther, then he's not going to be the most religious of men. You will believe in law. You will be just. Law. I suppose I could practice in Nuremberg. Never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my taste. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law. Nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense than learn it myself. You. If you had any faith, I would have prayed you never show your face here again. Huh? Curse you, Lawrence Rothvogel. Was it Perchta? Perchta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind a fate. And these rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Trivium and quadrivium? The trivium and quadrivium represent... This is just it's like a vocal warm-up. Trivium and quadrivium. Trivium and quadrivium represent the local and upper divisions of a classic liberal arts university education. Latin. Grammar, logic, and rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, astronomy form the quadrivium. God damn it. Quadrivium. Do you have a favorite subject? Okay. Latinist. Andreas has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can easily recall sententiae antiquae, quoted words of wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. Logician. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Orator. Andreas skilled at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of rhetoric and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Heavens and earth. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movements. He is also familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. Now, if I'm making this a man of his craft, I think he would be into this, because then he could paint them better and make better art with them. You know, orator seems like it would be pretty useful. Oh, actually, and it would fit with the law thing. Even though so would this. Let's go with order. The art of persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. Ah, I assume you studied the Greeks and Romans both? Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. Oh, let's continue the lesson. Thomas Aquinas, an immensely influential philosopher, theologian, and jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. And Augustine. St. Augustine of Hippo was an early Christian philosopher, theologian, and bishop of Hippo Regius. He is Recognized as a doctor of the church and is most known for his works The City of God and his autobiographical confessions, as well as his development of the doctrine of original sin. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Well, exactly. The doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind towards Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid, though I suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Well, not true. Rhetoric is also an art, and like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. What's Rome? Though outshone by its northern neighbor, Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. Ah, well put. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Oh my god. I could pick two? Okay. Alright, I'll go with heavens and earth then. I love studying the natural world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy, I read that as COVID, oh my god, as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. What began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants and animals. Really? The libraries of Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? Well, I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. A pharmacopoeia, or book for creating compound medicines, written by Pedanius... Give me a second. Dioscorides, I'm guessing. A Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army. The 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. Goddamn. Surely there is more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. And beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you know him? How did you come to know of Kiersau at all? Well, my family have been patrons of Kiersau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kiersau still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript productions, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. The artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Well, Kiersau is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age. But well, my family have been patrons of Kiersau for generations. Seems wrong to stop now that when there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript to Father Gernot a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. Got the fucking neck. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it. Hello! Miklaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. God, that man hates his life. I can tell. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. I must not distract the sisters. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that absorbs vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Curacao is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Father Gernot. Yes, so wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your... I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Well, Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Do you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. I fucking hate that guy. Andreas! If I didn't know what you were doing with the Baron, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Probably is a bad time, so... Of course, Father, I'm eager to get to work. Then get to work! Shit, I should have asked him about an advance for Gardner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Find a way to get paid, baby. Oh my god, there's so much. Alright, so I know the Imperial Law, Order, Heavens and Earth. Whoops. Gardners pay their taxes. Father Gardner will be subject to negotiation for the funds. I'll need to approach the subject carefully and make it worth his while. That's what I thought. People... Brother... Oh my god. The spectacles on him. Swiss... That looks like it says Sartisan. I think it's supposed to be artisan of Curacao Abbey. Responsible for maintaining this... Oh, it actually isn't. The sacristy, the Abbey's treasury... And for as listing Father Gernot during the liturgy of hours. Sister Matilda of Kempton, cellarer for the nuns of Curacao Abbey, works often in the convent garden. Attilia, widow Kemperin, farmer, widow of Canig Kemperin, lost her home after the death of her husband. I'm gonna guess that that her husband fought for the Baron. And that's why she's pissed. But we'll see. Bohemian nun, assistant to Sister Illuminata in the library. She has a markedly impious attitude toward life at Curacao. Sister Zdena of Tabor. Their glossary. Gürger. Albrecht Dürer is a renowned painter and printmaker from Nuremberg. He is revered in Venice as well as across the Holy Roman Empire. Since 1512, he has enjoyed the patronage of Emperor Maximilian I. Book of Hours, a type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office, in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Oh, apparently I missed something here. Ah! Mother Cecilia. Prioress of Curacao Abbey and responsible for all the Abbey's nuns. Like all of Curacao's priestesses, Cecilia was once the Abbey's librarian. Bertolt Drucker, son of Klaus and Marie Drucker. Father Gernot, Abbot of Curacao Abbey. Father Gernot replaced the former highly beloved abbot, Father Matthias. Gernot is known in the Abbey as a disciplinarian and in the town as a harsh landlord. He is struggling to fund the Abbey as the scriptorium no longer generates much money. Yeah, that's a tricky situation. Marie Druckren, block cutter and type Easter, wife of Klaus, mother of Berthold. Anybody else? Anybody? Alright. Always start with the left. Oh, nuns! The door must lead the rest of the convent. Not for me. Ah, feverfew. It always smells so fresh. Oh, mother! God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. What concern of it is yours? Well, you said much in saying nothing. And now I will say even less. Nice. Good day, Andreas. Shit. She fucking told me. Convent L'Aquarium. Painting of Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Hildegard. Saint Hildegard of Bingen was a Benedictine abbess, visionary, mystic, a prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical competition to medicine. I love this history shit, and this will probably result in me, like, doing a lot of reading after, because I find it so interesting. Sorry, I had to check to see if I had a job. Oh, nuns. Matilda. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Ah, forgive me. Sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mailer. Damn, I'm not the playboy that I thought. I guess it was a dream, though. Sisters certainly keep the garden well tended. Pet mouse finger! Yes. Alright, I can turn the game off now. I'm good. I met a cat named Mousefinger. Sophie. God bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean, no offense, Master Mailer, but I cannot speak with men. Ah, my apologies. God bless you. And you as well, sister. God damn it. I'll find somebody I can crack. Ah, the many-petaled cinquefoil. It grows so much easily some consider it a weed. Still, I think it has a certain charm. Was it thistle? Tassing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Wow. Oh. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all of her herbs here. That herb. Upper Abbey. What is that? Huh? Oh. To the shrine! I must learn. Gertrude. God bless you, Master Mailer. How goes your work in the scriptorium? What? They're talking to me. Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Steinauer received yesterday? What? Saffron? Really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. That bitch. Maybe you can convince Prior Furnick to get some for your yellows. Alright. Good to know. Are you in need of any herbs or flowers? I could pick some for you on my next trip through the meadow. No, don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later. And until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Sachia one of these days. Saint Sachia. One of Tassing's patron saints, Saccio was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz's soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Oh. Hello, Lisbeth. God bless you, Master Mailer. God, that text looks so cool. A reliquary containing the hand of St. Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Oh, okay. Holy Lance, also called the Spear of Destiny or the Lance of Longinus. It is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance, and several places claim to possess it. Of course they do. Marguerite. God bless you, Brother Piero? No, wait, it's Master Mailer. I thought you couldn't see... Oh, Sister Margaret. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. But you're taller and you have another smell to you, like filth? Oh no, fife or burned almonds? Oh, that's old linseed oil, popular among the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. I'll ask Sister Gertrude about it. How are Sister Gertrude's herbs coming? It's too early to tell. Most of them won't be grown until May. Still, working with herbs suits me. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. God bless you, Master Mailer. I know I'm taking it really slow with this game, but it's like getting thrown into another world. It's just interesting to me. Brother Matteo maintains this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Whoa. Oh. That guy. Look at the church. Oh. Cool. Rudiger. God bless you, Andreas. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Ooh, you went right into it. Jesus, there's a lot to do in this church. There he is. The bro. Oh my god, he's so small. Oh, God bless you, Andreas. How is sacristy today, Matthew? And the same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. Oh, one more thing, I have a favor to ask you. Yes, Andreas. I was hoping you could give me the pay for the latest manuscript early. This isn't a part of the agreement you made with Father Gurnet. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I only have a few pages left, Brother Matteo. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Then I think you can wait a few days to collect your wages. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts... What the fuck? Would coffin imbue. Whoa, would cause undue trouble not only for Kierfau, but for Tassing as well. The matter is pressing, Brother Matteo. For the love of another Christian, I beg you to make an exception. I will manipulate you with my Christianity! Very well. Do not ask me of this again, Angelia Smala. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gurnet and Prior Savine. Thank you, Brother Matteo. God bless you, Andreas. Alright, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. Yeah, I'll just give it to them. Alright, time to explore this church. Monastery Aquarium. Alright. The cloister. Ooh, who's that guy? We'll find out soon. The Upper Abbey Infirmary. St. Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well. Thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Klaus... Yes, I have. Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. One of the largest cities in Italy, Bologna has been a center of the arts for centuries. It houses a well-known university which was home to both Dante and Petrarch. Sai leggere l'italiano? Can you read Italian? No. Little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it, if he has the time. I'm sure he will make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Steinauer with some help from Sister Gertrude. Which one's Gertrude? Okay. Oh, all of this is in the church. Holy shit. Chapter house. This is so fucking cool. A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. It is certainly something. Wow. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I could... Okay, Dance of Death. An artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone from the peasant to the emperor. True. Oops. Wait, have I been in here? Yes, I have. Okay. Large garden. Chapter house. That is the Abbot house. Let's check this out. There he is. Frank. God bless you, Andreas. Oh, that's not the dude I was thinking of. Oh, petting the dog. Mirabilis. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. Kernet. Andreas. Can I go up the stairs? No. These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eaten will be pickled. Indeed. I wonder what recipes the brothers have for peas. They're a factory. When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lector reads to them. The Last Supper. talk to this dude. Sebhat. God to give you health, Master Mela. Brother Sebhat, I'm surprised to see you still here. As am I, but I will not be leaving soon, returning to Rome. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rodo's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. Meeting of bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the Papal Schism. It is also notable for the condemnation and the capture of the Bohemian theologian Jan Hus. Will you remain in Rome? Well, that is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. We should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mela, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to, someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I would like that. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it will be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these, but I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Ah, yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. I don't think I know of them yet. That guy's been kind? He looks like Snape, like a young Snape. Yes. I've offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over the meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I can certainly make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. The dormitory. Why don't I just live here? Does that bring me to the Old Bailey? No, it doesn't. That was not what I meant to do. Alright. Kitchen cellar. Lucas. Hello, Andreas. How goes it in the kitchen? Is Brother Voslav working you hard? No, not too bad. Brother Voslav is nice to me. It's Father Abbot and Brother Prior who make things hard. How so? I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that good at cooking yet. Well, what you all need is more variety. Want me to get some mushrooms from the forest? I know all the best types, you understand. The best with green. If you think that will help, I only use what's in the cellar. Brother Adok complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Vosla. Oh my god, there are so many brothers. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. Oh, roasted. I don't even know where that is. It's a land to the west across the sea where all they eat is fish. Sounds miserable, but that's always what he complains about. The fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose your heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andreas. Until later. I don't know why I thought that was like a medieval torture device. This fucking thing. Ugh. Voshla. Morning, Andreas. How's living with the goodness? It's great. They're a lovely family. Clara is a good woman, and she looks after Big George and Ava like they were her own. They're both almost fully grown. True, I suppose it's less than they need looking after. More that she cares to. Little Ursula is in good hands. Anyway, if I don't see you around or the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in Tassing tomorrow. Until then, What am I hearing? Is that the voices? Have I not seen yet? Factory, kitchen, cellar, dormitory, out to the Old Bailey. Let me, I'm gonna look at the towers of the church. Let's go to the crypt. The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not too long after the death of Christ. Oh. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Is this based on a real abbey? I might have to look it up. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Curacau's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. Investigate? A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. The hell? There must be something else. The key. That was it. Now what? Oh! The fuck? Huh, a secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Okay. Up the tower. Can I ring them? And just fuck everybody's day over because they'll think it's time to pray. Out to the Old Bailey. That is obviously going to be the last place I go. I do my job last. Side quests first. The Prior's house. What the fuck? What did I just grab? What is this? A Volvel? I've seen these before in astronomy and medical trusts. What's this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel is Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. And the outer edge of the wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. The lines connecting the holes form constellations. Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. Ah, a quarter turn of the disc. Upper disc aligns with a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. And that reveals a different set of letters underneath. I wonder what this is for. A cipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. What are you hiding, Prior? Pay respects. These apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. Why does it sound like bones? A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. These funds were donated by her descendants. And they wanted her to look like that? Jesus. Hello, pigs. Rockford. Good day, Andres. The abattoir. Alright. Guess I should get to work now. Talk to the Piero. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. It's good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Oh, Big George Gartner said that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate... Is it supposed to be French? Brother Guy. The fate of
the user jeered the aged prophet Aleha outside of... Huh? Elisa, okay. Are you comparing yourself to the prophet, Brother Adok? I am comparing you to an impotent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down.
Yeah, they're just jokes, dude. Calm yourself, Brother Adok. You're too sensitive to guys' jokes.
I'm too old, Andreas. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. But I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness.
Jesus. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferenc is not overseeing us today? Well, he was here, but then you heard Lawrence Rothvigel had arrived and he hurried out like a little mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. Oh, it's pathetic.
You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful.
Oh no. Baron Rothvogel. His manuscript. I just realized he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. Of course that's why he's visiting. I'll go with that for him. And I'll go with the French voice with him. Perhaps if you were younger and fatter, you wouldn't need to worry so much about Bertrand's visits. A true craftsman cares more about quality than simply being fast.
Yeah, with skill comes speed. Sadly, it may elude you forever.
I'd rather take my time than compromise quality. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else.
Andreas Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of
Freesing,
religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman...
I'm still talking in his voice. In the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kirsau Abbey. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of important.
Kiefer was already, out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention.
Well, if Prior Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to have to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Walk, walk, walk. I wonder if I'm involved in this in any way. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indermauer manuscript, which is a prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. Good to know. I know. This game has a lot of fucking characters to start. Sorry, just fixing something up. All right. I think I've gone through a lot of the world building so far, so I think I'm getting to the actual. What do you want, Andreas? A book, the Indermauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone? What the fuck? Jesus. Why do you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about. Oh. Oh! Divine reading. Lectio Divinia is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on Scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of Benedictine communities. Well, well, Zdenna. I'm not gonna go with the lore route. Just could I get the book, please? That's all the way upstairs. Again, I got stuck doing the old dude's voice. My God, it's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it for my work.
Oh, really? My feet hurt and the stairs... And the stairs are so steep. I'm going to have to ask Illuminator to get it.
Oh, she looks like she has a sad life, and I think I understand. I think I understand why.
Sister Illuminator! Andreas needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Andreas. Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indemauer manuscript, Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here. Please return it promptly.
These libraries are... they're fucking hardcore.
Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. Well, it's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. That's what clients want. Well, what do you want? Where are you in this work?
I didn't know there was room for me in here.
It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent?
It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter.
Andreas, the peasants are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot.
Well, what difference does it make? This is the way November is painted.
But it is not the way November is.
Ah, shit.
Art is an illusion, storytelling, but in its most sublime form. These images illuminate a path to truth.
The technique is all that matters to me. Perfecting the craft. Can't that be enough?
Only you can answer that, Andreas. There was a time that I marveled at my own technique. But there is a reason we monks do not usually identify ourselves in our work. It foments pride, vanity. With time I learned to take simple satisfaction in helping spread truth to others. But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. Mork. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time.
Why is that? Why has Curacao kept this up for so long?
Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books, of art, is no longer the province of monasteries. And so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in doing so, be brought to truth.
Don't you think there is a danger in anyone... no, that's not true. He would not believe that the way I built this character. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adoc. And Brother Guy.
It's kind of you to say so, Andres, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready.
Immediately shot in the head with an arrow. Dead. God, I love the style of this game.
Ah, where's the time gone? This is already... Terce.
Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Terce precedes Mass and the chapter meeting. Oh my god, their schedules suck.
Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule.
The Rule of St. Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot, Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Until later, Andreas. Until later. The death flags for this man are off the charts. Ah, shit. Oh, God. Oh! It's the thing I found earlier. Hey, you're up to something. I will find out. What's going on in here? Andreas, what's that God, the S looks so much like an F. What's that noise? Again, I'm going hardcore. I'm not changing it to easy font. I'm not a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut? Well, Prior Ferenc should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. Well, he seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he is on edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still... I'm not going to bring it up. If I don't bring it up, she'll never know. Oh, that reminds me. There are a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. You can't be serious. You want more books? I think Prior Ferenc has given you more than enough. What does she want? What does this do? What does she want me to say? Ferenc just gives me those books. He hopes I have the same interest in the occult that he does and wants to talk... The occult? Oh. She wouldn't hold me accountable for something that isn't my fault, would she? She absolutely would. I don't ask for those books. He just gives them to me and asks for my opinion. Well, that's between the two of you. My concern is only for the books. I can't give them out to just anyone. You're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. There's nothing to forgive. The library and its books are my responsibility. My concern for the books does not end at the library door, nor does my responsibility. Please understand that. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait, what's all this fuss with Lawrence Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous? Lawrence? I didn't know you were familiar with the man. To use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the Prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Well, where should I begin? Out there where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I'll tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. The Aeneid, a poetic epic telling the legend of Aeneas. What an unfortunate name. A heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. What the fuck does that say? Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Alright. Fetch quests. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind.
The whole volumes were old even when Piero started to make copies.
How long ago was that?
3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero.
Oh my god! She's fucking magic.
Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido.
Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero?
We all love our vocations. Brother Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey.
You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously.
Andreas, if I didn't have a choice in my vocation, few women do.
Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? In the 16th century? How would you know? True, she knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. This is a really cool sequence, walking through the book.
Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to the... What the fuck?
To a nun.
It is our lot.
I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid.
It's fine poetry.
For men. Now the books, if you please. That was a cool sequence.
Thank you. Next, Wretched Garin. What's this?
An Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea de Barberino in the early 15th century. The titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble patronage. Ah, I see it was to give people hope. Originally published as a manuscript, it has enjoyed greater success as a printed book.
This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern. I do not have the size of the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough.
I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adoc was reading it. More commentary. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm sure the Abbey owns a copy.
We don't. It belongs to Amadeo Ruffco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable.
Highly contested Swiss market town, located in the Western Alps. The Dukes of Como and Milan fought for control over it until it was claimed by the Swiss Confederation in 1513. Illuminata.
He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it.
I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it.
That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, and then lived a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments.
Well, you forgot the best part. In the end, Garin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love?
A Benedictine should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures.
Hit him with the self-deprecation. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me.
It's not my place to reprimand anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born.
And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king?
There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for we are all one in...
What the fuck? I can't read it. Oh god.
Christ Jesus? We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Would you like the abbot to receive a fourth letter? In truth, it's unlikely you'd be considered liable under Bavarian law. Oh, are you a legal scholar now as well as an artist? Well, actually, I did study law at university, humble brag. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. The book, please. There's only one book left, and you'll be free from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. That guy. Now that I... Exactly. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this, anyway? Ah, it's in French. The soul that God touched, empty of sin in the first estate of grace. What the fuck does that mean? Bastard script, elegant descenders? What is this? Why are you asking me so many questions? Just give it to me. Well, why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Mahler. One of the previous abbot tolerated in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its authors shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? Whoa. Nice, cool. 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. And he was right to do so. Books shouldn't be destroyed even if their content is in question. I'll just say I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It is not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? Just straight up say, yeah, I'll become a heretic. Whatever. I'm not sure. I'll hide it. Keep it safe. Give me that book, or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. So she's very much like she'll just like appeal to her duty as a librarian. Like she is doing that right now, basically. I propose compromise. I will take the book from the abbey, far away. I'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. But I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. Oh, shit. I swear, I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years. And besides, how could you have stopped me? So, persuader, order background, good. Offered to help her. Offered unsolicited legal advice, I guess. And then explained your legal education. She hated that. Ask forgiveness for keeping books. Alright. I'm trusting you in this, Andreas, against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this. Ah.
Now what? Now then, Baron Rothbuck. Quickly, though, I need to finish up here soon. She may only have the answer to one question, so I should choose carefully. This sounds most interesting. He mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tassai. He said it had some scandalous details in it. He also mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. Do you know anything about the book? I have heard of it, but I have never read it, and I know little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land. What do you... actually, she'll probably know more about this. What about that could have upset Father Matthias so much? Can't claim any deep insights into the former abbot's mind. I understood him to be a virtuous and charitable man, sometimes to a fault. It is not always best when an abbot considers himself a friend to his brothers instead of their shepherd. Could something in this book have led Father Matthias to a crisis of virtue? Virtue is only found in crisis. Without it, virtues are little more than ideals. So, perhaps there is merit in that idea. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. I suppose you'll be leaving via the crypt? Ugh! I don't know why you are poking around down there like a grave robber, but that entrance isn't for you. One of the lords of the old keep must have had it built to escape in times of siege. It allows the sisters to access the library without distracting the brothers. Please do not abuse this knowledge. Of course not, sister. Thank you. I appreciate your discretion. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. Sixth, eat. Time, eat. Eat time. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. The guest house. Oh, okay. This way. Food. Food! Oh, this bastard.
Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy?
I thought we could have a pleasant conversation for once.
Why would I want that? I got so many better things to do.
I'm only trying to be friendly, Martin.
Why?
I'm not going to say that because he'll be pissed off. Because I like you, Martin. You seem like a good kid at heart.
I am not a kid. Unlike you, I already have one of my... What? You've been working with the monks so long, you probably can't even father one. So piss off and stop bothering me. I'm busy.
Well, would you like to join Otto, Andres, and me for dinner? I'm going to guilt this guy with friendliness.
You know what, Andreas? I don't want to eat supper with you fucking a lot of old farts.
Alright, fine. I will crack you. I will crack you like an egg, Martin. Andres and Otto. Anything in the guest house? Oh, fuck. Before I do that, God be with you, Andreas. Before I do that, I'm gonna see what was up with that book. Or what the guy was writing. I will get some dirt on this prior, I swear to God. Have I been in here? The courtyard? I don't think I had, but that's fine. This way. No, I found a cipher in the Prior's, like, house earlier. So I gotta know what's up here. I wonder what Prior Fenric was doing with this book. This. From the Library of the University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Fenric is from. Doctor of Theology, George of Grad. I won't jump to that conclusion yet. A friend of his? Oh. Ah, the Speculum Astronomi. Albertus Magnus's Defense of Astrology. Renowned 13th century Dominican theology, philosopher, astrologer, and bishop of Regensburg. A prolific writer, he is known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. Bastard script. Burgundian? Flemish? Not from here and not recently. Okay. It's definitely Ferric's handwriting between the lines and the margins. Is he noting the text for his personal use? In any case, it's thorough commentary. What's this? Looks scribbled, not like Ferric to be so sloppy. He didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Maybe I should have learned Greek. Shit! Maybe I should have learned Greek at some point. Wait, the Volvel I found also has Greek letters on it. They must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volvel is marked with alchemical symbols, but the cipher has astrological symbols. Wait, of course! Each astrological symbol is associated with one of the 4 elements. I just need to make those associations on the Volvel, and I should be able to solve this cipher. I will find out. Yeah. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Ferric's notes should be easy to decipher. Oh, Jesus. How do I... Oh, that's how I turn the wheel. Okay. Air... Oh! Oh! Here. Down. Nope, down. Earth. Earth for this symbol? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Stop! Getting it to go to the right thing kind of fucking sucks. Okay. Nope. Still not what I want. Oh my god, do I have to use my mouse for this? I might. Nope, that's not it. Guess I just have to start over? Okay. Air to the W. L. I just have to get it to... B. 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 Fuck. B. Why can't I get to it? Oh my god, please. does make sense. Oh. Oh. Shit, then that means my first one's wrong. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Okay, this is with Earth. Lemon. What? That doesn't seem right. B. Fire. Limquit. What the fuck is it? I don't know if I'm doing this right. M. Which one is it? The B symbol. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, fire. Okay. It should be this. This one should be air. This one should be earth. This one should still be earth. M. Water. Fuck. Okay, on the W. That should be air. Ugh. So it should be earth. This is inquisibly. B. Okay, it should be fire. Did I get like one wrong? What is this? Water. Okay, I'm gonna back out and see what he says again. Connection between the astrological symbols on a cipher and the amount of symbols on a bell. Farring's note should be easy to decipher. That's what I thought. Okay, air. Oh! Oh, I have to move it to the top. Okay. There, this should make more sense. Okay, earth. Fire. Okay, this is already making a word that is actually a word. Hig. Higger. Hi. Air. Higher. Earth. Hijurha. Earth. M. Water. Higerhard. Hi Gerhard. Is it the late? Yes, yes. It can't be coincidence. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? I might say why his name and why Hi Gerhard. Dutch? No, not Flemish or French. Let me think. Is it an anagram? Harried, hardier, where does the G go? God, I'm sure Adolf would know. Maybe it's not an anagram. Huh, let me think. Use this name for an abbreviation. A lot of letters to form an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher, perhaps? I don't know. Let me think. think. Wait, maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. Gerhard is the name. What's H-I? Hand ignota? No. Hinc ille lacrimae? Oh my god, it's so much simpler. I sit. Here lies. Here lies Gerhard. What's the significance? I suppose I should find where Gerhard is buried. The Abbey Cemetery seemed like a good place to start. Ooh, it's getting juicy. It's getting juicy. Alright, where is Gerhard? There he is. Huh, Varric's cipher pointed here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. What? Is that it for now? Maybe something else will happen with that grave later. Because I don't know why it would just bring me out here and he's like, well, all done wrong here. And I can't even interact with anything. God damn it, we were onto something. You were onto something, Andreas. Just on a long shot. Anything I can do here? Can I go up to the library? Okay, no, I can't. I think that would get me in real big shit with the habits. Or with the abbot. Alright, time for lunch. Well. Good day, Master Mailer. Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message? Afternoon, Andres Otto. Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Bless us. Oh, Lord. I probably could have guessed that. Bless us, O Lord, and there your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? Not too bad, thanks. I heard my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Select food item to eat. Alright, I'm saving the cheese for last. We're gonna get right into that rye bread. It's not that bad of an injury if duty calls me. The abbot bleeds us dry, so we're expected to do work here when it suits him. Galls? Oh, galls, a parasitic growth which develops on oak trees caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscripts. How did people think of that shit? Now I'm saving the cheese for last. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges, if it isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Sheep smoked cheese. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. Well, he was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. What kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip. It isn't Christian to spread rumors like that.
It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer's... What? Beat up that farmer a few years back. Old Rannig, may he rest in peace.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character.
Yes, murder does speak poorly of somebody's character, I agree. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. Well, what did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of things. He's quite well educated. Oh, sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from.
This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto.
It's not envy, Andrus. No one should get away with what he does, what this Abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books the Abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. I haven't really seen anything other than people saying that he's a harsh lord to say that he's a harsh lord, so I think you're being unfair. The Abbey does Tassing a lot of good, more than you realize.
Oh, Otto, did you see that the Bauer's sheep escaped the grazing fields again?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Martin... What?
Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it.
That little bitch.
He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. And before you say it, Andrus, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. Now, he's just a boy. He still has time to change. I've never known a thief to change, but maybe his responsibilities will make a man out of him.
Speaking of the Bauer's sheep, the ewes are shorn and the woman will be spinning it soon.
Otto. I got it, Andrus. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen.
Well, looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it.
Right, I'll catch up in a moment, Andrus. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Eva for me if you get the chance. I'll try to remember. I should return to work in the scriptorium. Until later.
Nonnes. It is work time.
Oh, the storm. What? I don't think I really... I'm gonna check if I have... Whoops. Do I have other quests that I need to do? More pages. They're giving us food for dinner. I did that. Lunch is done. It's nice catching up with them. Back to scriptorium to work on the book. There's your friend's brother Matthew. I did that. I'll give it to them at the end of the day. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? God bless you, Andreas. Hello, Brother Matthew. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Kirfin's sacrist, I'll tend to the shrine of St. Moritz. It is the patron of Tassing and Kirfa both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired. The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. You are familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not? I've been so focused on my masterpiece and never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. Well, you ought to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here. By all means. St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen, and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria. Bavaria, powerful duchy in the southeastern Holy Roman Empire. It is east of Swabia and north of Tyrol. Tassing and Kirsau sit in the extreme south of the duchy, near the border with Tyrol. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction.
St. Moritz came here?
Indeed, he and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the townfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains.
What happened to Satya?
She, too, was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassing from harm.
What an astounding story. Thank you for the history lesson, Brother Matthew.
You are welcome, Master Mela. God bless you.
Until later, brother.
Who are you? Carl.
Every time I hear Carl.
Oh, hello, Andreas.
Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today.
Oh, I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid.
That does not fit him at all. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long. I need to catch up. Do you go to the shrine very often?
I usually go every autumn for a good harvest.
Now that Helena's pregnant, I tend to go pray every week. Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Satya's shrine to pray for their aid. God, in this game you can go pure like Reddit atheist, but I just don't think that this guy would be killed if he was like that in this time period. I hope the saints hear your prayers. Thank you, Andres. So do I. Makes you think that something's going on in the shrine. Nope. Alright. I'm absolutely going to check that grave again. See if anything changed.
Good day, Andres.
Yeah, whatever. I'm chasing a mystery. Aha! Gotcha! Oh. Shit. Oh, back to work. And I assume that most of the time you go through the church, so I'm just going to go into the church real quick to make sure there's no funny business going on there. Nope, just this dude, but he's not singing anymore. Sing, damn it. Yes. Sing! Oh, I went to the wrong door. Fuck. Back to work. Brother Adok, this work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed.
Brother Prior, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent, praise be to God.
Brother guy. Why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable.
Many apologies, Brother Briar. I will work harder.
Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on your progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical.
Excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is made.
Andreas, I will remind you that I am a master of the scriptorium, and you are a guest here.
I agree, Brother Briar. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow. You are insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh God, give me the patience to endure this.
Please, everyone. This is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferenc is right. Oh, shit's gonna pop off.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yes?
It is, my lord. I can explain.
No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way and I have to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished and the style is... well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story?
No, of course not, my lord. Never.
We can fix this, of course.
Of course. We only want to accommodate you.
Ah, Andreas, good to see you again.
I respond. The abbot already seems annoyed. Yeah, probably. Let's go with the neutral response. My lord?
Father Gernot, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable.
Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your concern?
No, I'm not talking about the script, that's fine, but the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others.
Of course. I mean, if Andreas is all right with it. Well, I've already waited long enough to become a master. If it takes the pressure off Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete his work. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord.
Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper?
Naturally, my lord.
Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us.
Shit. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Oh, but I will be honest. My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town.
Oh, nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father?
Well, that would be quite unusual.
Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend the Prince Bishop would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think?
I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper.
I look forward to it.
Shit. Oh, shit. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town.
Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help.
Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are. And you've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey.
Prior Ferenc is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute?
If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Farron. Brothers! If you please, Sisters Zidane and I would prefer if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. I'm gonna get some dirt on you, you son of a bitch. Well, that was not wonderful. There's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatory for supper at the abbot's table. Eat. I feel bad I let my boys down. Actually, I didn't let the boys down. No, nothing yet. Alright. Where are we going? The abbot's house? What the fuck? I was like moonwalking. Dormitory? Is that where you wanted me to go? No. Where the fuck am I going? Courtyard and lavatorium. Okay. Oh. Andreas, I'm so glad you will be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it will be good to have you join with us. Oh, that's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair, it's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kirsau behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right over the present. You will not fear it. Any of it. So long as you remain true to yourself and God. I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. I was going to say infida. Oh, this looks so good. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Friar Ferenc.
Simon, Peter answered, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. Jesus replied, blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you, flesh or... Right, for fixing that. But by Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you lose on earth will be What? Will be loosed in heaven? Huh? Is that really how that's written? Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Oh, that reminds me, Father Gernot, have you read anything by Martin Luther?
I can't say that I...
He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think.
My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying your quail on your last visit.
The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This is where shit really goes down.
He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not?
My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not.
Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences?
Nah. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in our conversation.
Oh, fine, fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work.
He's really put me in a difficult position. Understanding truth. Wise to defer the abbot's authority and decline. To hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little prison, he isn't fit to sit there. Well, this is why I have order. I must respect Father Abbot's wishes at his table, my lord.
It too, Andreas. I expected more of you.
Enough! Lord Rothbuckle, you are a guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas Thomas. Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear?
I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but to change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it.
What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous.
I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tessae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it is time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas. Good night.
Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now that I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Oy. Don't worry about Father Gernot and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. Well, that seems unlikely. It may be so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron reflects on the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Ooh. An awkward supper, indeed. I should get some sleep. can't even, like, go into the church anymore. They locked the doors. They've gone home for the night. There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Lawrence must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the gardeners. Ah, it's locked. Just in case I wanted to talk to him. To the meadow! Huh? Gah! Are you alright, Master Milo? Did you see that? In the aqueduct? The ghost? Maybe? Could be a Roman. Maybe even a pagan. Won't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. I don't think it was a ghost. Fair enough. Well, I think I found Johan's last lost sheep. Jesus. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mailer. I will. Thank you, Till. The figures in the shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. I could just go to the forest. Snowdrops, one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in the spring at this altitude. Shrine to St. Moritz, the statue looks ancient. Ah, Columbine. Looks like it's coming in early. Hey, not elaborating on that. Ah, no! Pale horse, still on the floor. Hello, are you alright in there? What? Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for night prayer. Martins, the pale horse, death. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us. And this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. What is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? Oh, Jesus. She is an anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kiersau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchorites are illiterate. I write in her visions to help interpret them. I thought all the monks and nuns at Kiersau could read, even poor Brother Volkbert. Who's that? Oh, yeah, that... I definitely would have thought that as a guy who might not know how to read. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Huh? Of course, sister. She seems unhappy. She is not unhappy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that save prayer to the Almighty. Yeah, that's about right. Sister Amelie was changed. She's had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh, no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all. So it? The air was quite troubled. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. Good night, Atreus. Good night, Father. Like, lock them up in a church. It's the only way to keep them safe. Nope, that's not the one. Here we go. What the fuck? Alright. I'm going to go to bed in-game. And then soon go to bed out of game. But I'll go to bed and see if there's like a cutscene that to get through, then I'll get through that, and then I think I will call it a night for this first stream. I think I will finish this game on stream. It's been interesting enough to me that I think I'm willing to stream the whole thing. It's getting late. I should get some rest. I guess I could literally just stay awake and wander to the other parts of town. Nah. Got a bitchin' nightcap. Prime. Time to get back to work. Alright. Nothing yet, so... Yep. I think... Wait, head scale. You can have big head mode. In this type of game, they want to have big head mode? Damn. And I only just discovered it. Alright, but I think that's it for tonight. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching tonight. If you enjoyed it and want to follow my boy Andreas' story, you can follow the channel. I also post channel updates on Twitter for as long as that will survive. Maybe I'll check out Hive, I don't know. I keep seeing people talk about it, but it's, yeah, it's Twitter for now, I guess. And all my VODs I post on YouTube if you happen to miss a VOD and want to catch up. On my YouTube channel, I have my links down there in the bottom right. Other than that, I thank you for watching. And I hope you have a good, godly night. Bye-bye.